Hey everyone, it's James from FunFoods, and today I'm going to show you how to make these double-decker snowman cookies. Now these are fun, they're easy, and they're pretty simple to make, and everyone's going to love them. Now before I get ready to show you how to make these, a special note, tomorrow I'm going to have a special video coming out, and it's a collaboration with another YouTuber, and you're definitely not going to miss this one because I think it's the best recipe I've ever made. It's a Christmas recipe, that's a hint. For now, keep watching, and I'll show you step by step how to make these. And you want to start out with, I'm using this cake box mix, and it's not really a box, but it's a bag, and they're just sugar cookies. And I'm just emptying that into a large bowl. I'm adding to it, this is 1/3 a cup of butter that's softened at room temperature. That's what the ingredients calls for. Also 1 large egg. And I'm adding 1 tablespoon of flour. This is just all-purpose flour. And we're just going to mix this up until it's a nice thick consistency. And you just want to mix it up until all the ingredients are combined. Okay, now that this is well mixed, all the ingredients are mixed in well, and you can tell that it's perfect when you can grab it by your hands and kind of shape it into something that forms well. It's not too loose, not too wet. Okay, now that our ingredients are mixed up well, what I have here is just some saran wrap, and I'm just going to empty my contents right onto that saran wrap. And I'm just going to cover this completely with the saran wrap. And I'm just going to take this and I'm going to set it in the refrigerator just for a little while, probably a half hour. Okay, now you just remove your dough from the refrigerator. And it's stiffened up a bit, and we're going to work with that. I have some flour, and just as regular flour, I'm just going to flour my surface a bit. And I'm going to take the dough and kind of knead it a little bit, not much. I'm just going to roll this out and make it about 1/4 inch thick. When you're happy with the size you have, what I have here are 3 circle cutters, and they come in 3 different sizes, but I'm just going to cut out a few of these. The whole reason that we put it in the refrigerator to begin with was it'll help keep these from expanding when we cook them. You still want to separate them. They'll expand a little bit, but the refrigeration helps it slow down that expansion. And now we're going to just take these, we're going to stick them in the oven at 375 degrees for anywhere between 5 and 7 minutes. While our cookies are still baking, what I'm going to do is prepare our marshmallows. And these are going to be the marshmallows, the face of the snowman, as well as the hat. So what I have here is some melted candy wafers. These are milk chocolate. You can use dark chocolate if you wish. Either way, it doesn't matter. This is going to be the hat. So I'm going to take one of my marshmallows and I'm going to dip it in. I'm only going to dip it in about 1/3 of the way down. Kind of tap it around. And you can just set it on the counter if you want, or if you want to stick it on a plate or something, that works fine too. Now that the tops have hardened up, what I'm going to do is I have some black writing gel, and I'm going to start by drawing the eyeballs of the snowman. And I'm going to pick a good spot right here. You want to be close to the top line. I'm just going to put one little dot for one eye and another dot. And I'm going to draw the nose, and the nose is just a small little hole in this baggie. Just draw a little line. That's the nose. And then I'll go back to the mouth. Be careful not to touch the chocolate too much because it's still a little wet. And just draw a smiley face with my black writing gel. And that's it. My cookies are out of the oven. I've allowed them to cool off. So what I'm going to do now is actually ice the cookies. So I'm going to take one, pick this one right here. I'm going to set it on something, and I have here, this is homemade icing. If you want to see how to make this, I'll put a link in the description below, as well as one of those cards up there to one of my older videos of how to make that. It's real simple. not many ingredients involved. So I'm going to take my icing, which I have in this bag, and I'm going to cut a real small hole. And the first thing I want to do is just go around the edge. It doesn't have to go all the way to the edge, but pretty close. And the rest of that we can fill in. I'm just going to take a spoon and spoon out some, just to get a large quantity in there. And you can take a toothpick and kind of work it towards the edge and it'll fill in. You may have to add a little bit more. Don't worry too much about the middle of this. Okay, and when you have that one done, what you can do is you can take your smaller one and you can set it right dead center on top of the other one. And we're going to do the same thing with that as we just did with the first one. Now that that's done, we're going to take one of our marshmallows that we prepared earlier and we're going to stick that right on the top of that. And I'm just going to stick him right there. Kind of press down a little bit. And that's it. Next, what we're going to do is draw some arms on here. This is completely optional, but why not? Let's do it. I'm just going to take my black writing gel and I'm just going to go from the side of the marshmallow and then I'm going to kind of go outward to the front. And I'm kind of just going to make another hand, not a full hand, just like a two fingers, I guess. Then I'm going to do it from the other side. And also what you can do is draw the buttons down the front of his body. I'm going to put one big dot right in the middle on the first cookie. And then I'm going to try to put 2 dots on the bottom cookie. Just like that. Well, thanks everyone for watching to see how to make these double-decker snowman cookies. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please hit that like button. Also hit that big red subscribe button if you're not already subscribed to get new videos every week. Be sure to check out some of the videos I'll have all to the side. I think you may enjoy those as well. And until then, I'll see you guys, actually, I'll see you tomorrow with a special video.